All right, listen up, bro. Let's get right down to the business. You read the title: school, job, house, wife, kids, retire, die. Sound good enough for you? Well, if not, let me go ahead and say that again for the people in the back. Listen up, my guy. School, job, house, wife, kids, retire, die. That is the script of your life if you live it unconsciously. And you might be wondering, okay, man, what the fuck does that even mean, bro? What is the script? Who made the script? Is it society? Is it the Matrix? Is it the Maya? Is it the illusion? How do I get out of it? Well, relax. Relax. Relax, my guy. I'm gonna need you to just take a deep breath. Come on, do it with me. Get yourself grounded, because it's time for your boy to break this bitch down real quick like a brick for y'all. So first things first, what you must come to understand along this journey that we call life is that you, yes, you motherfucker, have been given a script on how to live a successful life from the moment you were born. Let that marinate into your motherfucking mind. Let that sink into your psyche, my guy. You as an individual have been given, hand-drawn, a script on how to live a successful life from the moment you were born. You have been unconsciously pursuing this script from the day you came out of your mom's womb. All the programming from your mom, from your dad, from your friends, from your family, from society as a whole has molded your mind into pursuing this made-up mirage, which inevitably makes you a mere cog in the machine. The script is laid out right in front of you that I just broke down. School, job, house, wife, kids, retire, die. In between, you sprinkle a little bit of dopamine to make you not want to self-delete yourself. This is the life that you're headed towards. This is the life that the majority of people around you are in right here, right now. Because they have given up their own sovereignty, given up the control over their own consciousness, and let somebody else decide for them. Let society decide for them. Let their friends decide for them. Let family decide for them. They are not autonomous individuals. They are not sovereign beings. And this is the natural default state for most individuals in today's day and age. This is where you will be headed. Or this is where you're at right now. Somewhere along that stream. Somewhere along that script. Does that sound good enough for you? Does that sound good enough for you? I really want you to sit back and analyze that. Let it really marinate within your mind and sink into your psyche. Is this script of school, job, house, wife, kids, retire, and dying sound good enough of a life for you? Yes, you can sprinkle a little bit of dopamine in between. But at its core essence, how does that sound for you? Come on now, I'll wait. Comment down below. Answer that question. Because this will show you how disconnected you are from reality. Most people live unconsciously in this conveyor belt to the point that they reach somewhere along the script and realize, holy fuck, what have I done with my life? I didn't choose any of this shit. I'm just unconsciously sleepwalking through reality, through the world. And this unconscious state that I'm living in has put me in a state of complete unfulfillment with my life. I don't feel like this is the path for me, but I'm pursuing it because everybody else told me to do so. Because society told me this is the version of success. I never defined my own version of success. So now I'm a slave to the system. You see, the system, the Maya, the Matrix, whatever you want to call it, the illusion, does not put you in a chokehold and advertently, objectively try to make you a slave. What they do is program you from the start to pursue this path and fool you into believing that's actually what you wanted. How many of you guys actually wanted to go to school? How many of you guys actually like the job that you're working at? How many of you guys actually like the relationship that you're in? How many guys out of you actually enjoy the life that you're living? It's very few and far in between. Very few. Because the only way that you enjoy your life is not about how much pleasure you can get out of it. It's how fulfilled you are and how aligned you are to something that is called your dharma, which is your destiny, which is your duty, aka what you have been designed by the motherfucking divine to do. This is not something that has been programmed into you from the external world. This is your internal pursuit and passion. This is literally what you have been designed to do, and no form of school, job, house, wife, kids, retirement, and death can give you what your dharma can give you, what your destiny can give you. You see, the people that walk this script are the people that have the biggest addictions, biggest coping mechanisms, and biggest aspects of depression and anxiety. Because your body, your brain, and most importantly, your motherfucking soul is signaling to you that this is not the path. This is not what you were brought here to do. You are wasting this incarnation that you could use for spiritual liberation. Let me say that again. You are wasting this incarnation that could be used towards spiritual liberation. Spiritual liberation is achieved when you live in alignment to your dharma, when you live in alignment to your destiny. However, what is accumulated when you live in that conveyor belt of life, in that little fucking corner of consciousness of school, job, house, wife, kids, retire, and die? When you live in that state, what you have to do in order to not want to actually jump off a fucking cliff, not metaphorically speaking, what you must do is drown out and numb your consciousness from realizing how disconnected you are. All that depression that you feel, all that anxiety that you feel are signs and signals from your higher self telling you, hey, motherfucker, wake up. We are going down a dead end road. You will never find fulfillment in this. You will never find true happiness. Don't matter how good your job is. Don't matter how good your school is. Don't matter how hot your wife is. You're not here just for that. And you've been fooled into believing that all you are is just a brain and body, and all you were brought here to do is simply just satisfy your senses, aka pursue survival, sex, and status. Go look at that script of life. What is it actually commit to? What does it actually achieve? It achieves the three main pursuits of survival, sex, and status. Do you actually achieve your dharma in that? For some people, I will say that is their dharma. For the common man, or as known in the Aryan caste system, the Shudras. In the mainstream, you can call it the NPCs. People who have a less complex consciousness. They are more than happy with that. And I'm happy to tell them that you are following your dharma. But if you feel the depression, you feel the anxiety, you feel the need to cope through sex, pornography, drugs, alcohol, mindless entertainment, junk food, whatever it is. If you feel that, that is a clear indication this is not your dharma. This is not your destiny. This is not your duty. And your soul is giving you signals over and over and over and over to tell you, get out of this trap. But how many people listen? No, they numb out those voices. They numb out the depression. You should embrace that depression. You should embrace that anxiety, because those are telling you, pivot, make a move. This is not the path. But what do people do? It's uncomfortable. Yes, they put you in, your soul puts you in that uncomfortable state to make you move out of it. But what do people do? Look for the little button to cope and turn off that uncomfortability for a couple seconds, for a couple hours. Whether that's through jacking off, whether that's through, hooking up with random girls, whether that's through drugs, whether that's through alcohol, whether that's through video games, whether that's through mindless entertainment, whatever the fuck it is. All these dopamine pursuits that you have that make you a slave to your senses are simply just coping mechanisms to deal with that uncomfortable state that is derived from your soul to tell you you're not on the right path. For most people, this is not good enough of a path. Not because you're selfish, not because you're greedy, because it is not your path. And society is not interested in telling you that. Society is interested and invested in making more cogs for their machine. You're just a little bolt. You're just a little minion. You're just a little puppet. You're just a little fucking slave to the system. And I'm not trying to say this to scold you. I'm saying this to wake you the fuck up, because I needed somebody too back then to wake me the fuck up like this. If it's harsh, if it's brutal, then that's good, because that's the whole point of this. You are living a life that has molded you into a mere cog in the machine. And once you hit that retirement button, once you hit that retirement phase and you inevitably die, funny enough, if you guys don't know, in America, they just put up the retirement age to 67. Then it's going to be 70. Then it's going to be 85. Most motherfuckers don't make it that far. You're going to be slaving away, living a fucking fairy tale life your entire life. You have completely wasted this incarnation because you just stuck with the script that everybody else around you is pursuing. Everybody else around you is pursuing this. So you think, hey man, this is probably the right thing. For some people, they have an internal draw to go to school. I applaud you. Some people have an internal draw to work a specific job, even if it's corporate. I applaud you. Even if it's 9 to 5, I applaud you. But most of you motherfuckers, let's keep it a buck here. Let's keep it 100 like a goddamn dollar store. You didn't ever wanted to go to school. You never wanted to have this job. You never wanted to have kids maybe. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that is your dharma. That is your destiny. That is what's natural to you. But you're forced by family. You're forced by society. You're forced by all these external pressures of the hive mind to follow the status quo. Or you feel like you're essentially being an outcast of society. You feel like you're not a part of this tribal civilization. You see, your consciousness, your psyche works similar to how it was back in the hunter-gatherer tribes. You see, back then, you had about 100, 150 people in your tribe. And there was a set rule, set code, set conduct on how to act, behave, and roles in society that you must play. If that didn't align to you, guess what? You would have been outcast. You would have been killed. You would have been left to starve in the fucking jungle, in the fucking desert, in the freezing cold. You had to form a tribe mind to stay alive. It's a survival mechanism. That's why you feel when you're alone, when you're going away from maybe friends, family, all these things, you have a survival reaction that's saying, hey bro, we might die. Even though that's not the case in today's day and age, you still have that reaction. And the world knows that. Society knows that. That's why they make propaganda to have the masses follow a specific path in life. Because if they know that if you have all these people walking down the conveyor belt towards this path which constricts their consciousness, which makes them a mere cog in the machine, everybody else will follow. Because it's the status quo. It's normal. People would rather become slaves than actually follow their own path because they don't want to go against the grain, because they want to be accepted, because they want to be seen as successful by friends, family, the social hierarchy, culture as a whole. They follow this made up script that they didn't even choose just to uphold this image of what it means to be successful. Yet deep down, their soul is as much of a failure as humanly possible. They might be successful on the surface level to everybody else, but they're a fucking pathetic failure and loser. There's a great quote from the ancient epic from the Hindu culture called the Ramayana. And this quote, and I'll bring another quote from the Bhagavad Gita that I love so much. The quote from the Ramayana states that it is better for you to die pursuing your own dharma than it is to live abandoning it. It is better for you to die pursuing your destiny than it is for you to live abandoning it. You see, you already know your dharma. You already know your destiny. You already know your duty. This is knowledge that is only accessed from within, though. It's called gnosis. You don't need your mom to tell you what you need to do. You don't need your dad to tell you what you need to do. You don't need society. You don't need your teachers. You don't need to follow society. You don't need to follow the culture. You don't need to follow any of that shit because none of those motherfuckers know your dharma. Only you do. Nobody. You can't find this knowledge in a book, in a class, in a lecture, in a fucking YouTube video. You cannot find it. You must find it, or better yet, rediscover it, because you never lost it. If you never lost it, you don't have to find it. If you never had it, that means you have to find it. You've always had it. You just forgot it. You have to remember your dharma, or better yet, rediscover your dharma. And that does not require you to go outwards. This requires you to go inwards. This requires you to make the actual path of breaking free from all the illusions that the external world puts out in front of you, to come back to your core, where that knowledge of your dharma resides. It is better for you to die in the process of even discovering it than it is for you to live a successful life that abandons it. Because all of that dread, all of that depression, all of that anxiety, all of these addictions that you form by coping, by creating all these karmic ties to things that you're dependent on to get some dopamine so you can numb out your mind from how depressed you are, from how disconnected you are toward your dharma. All of that stuff builds up and inevitably is transferred on over to your next life. Yeah, you heard me right, to your next life, to your next incarnation. This is how the wheel of samsara works. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, this is the wheel of reincarnation. All those karmas that you hold on to on your deathbed, where you realize that, damn, man, I'm not fulfilled in life. I went throughout this entire incarnation pursuing what everybody told me would be successful. Yet I'm still in dread. Yet I'm still depressed. Yet I'm still anxious. I'm on my deathbed thinking about where's my motherfucking vape. I'm thinking on my deathbed thinking about when can I watch the next porn video. Because I'm still, even right before I die, depressed, disconnected. And guess what? All those karmas that you hold on to is like dead weight that's preventing you from being able to elevate after you pass away. All of that shit goes and transfers on over to your next life. So you carry on the baggage from this life and bring it on to the next. You're carrying the baggage from your past life right here, right now. Also, on the flip side, even if you pursue your dharma and don't complete it, You dissolve some karmas and you put yourself in a better position for your next incarnation so you can make that one-way ticket to liberation. You dig what I'm saying? You must discover this Dharma or you will be stuck on this conveyor belt of society, of school, job, house, wife, kids, retirement, and death. If you told a teenager this, they'd be like, holy fuck, that's not what I want. But they go through school. They go through all the indoctrination. They go through all the societal loops that mold them slowly but surely into that machine. Think about how school works. You're basically getting prepared to become a slave to the system. It is training. It is little boot camp to become an NPC. You do not have the ability in school. I don't know about you guys, but in my school, where I grew up, you don't have the ability to pursue the things that you want. There is a set curriculum. There is a set institutionalized pathway that every kid must have. There is a one-size-fits-all solution to make you a slave to the system. They prepare you to get up at 8 and you leave at 3. What does that prepare you to do? Oh, to clock in at 9 and leave at 5. For some people, that's a beautiful life. And I completely, wholeheartedly, 100% admire you and encourage you to pursue it. But let's keep it a buck here. For most people, it's not. These classes, man, oh man, a geometry class. I still got PTSD from that. I don't give a damn about your Pythagoras theory. I don't give a flying fuck about that shit. I don't give a damn about this equation, that equation. I'm not here fucking measuring goddamn circles in the sky. I don't give a damn about that. But you forced me to go in that class. You forced me to be wasting my time. Most kids are not just these delinquents that they just want to fucking jerk off and vape all day. Most kids have a deep passion for things, but that's beating the fuck out of them because they're told that either you're not going to make a living out of this, it's not successful, it's too dangerous, follow the safe route. How is that a safe route? The safe route, that's a speed run to fucking your deathbed? That sounds more fucking scary to me than it is to go into the unknown, to not follow the system, to not follow this conveyor belt, to not follow this script. Some people aren't meant to be these cogs in the machine, and that's totally fine, but you are not embraced. You are not encouraged to follow the path. You know, back in other traditions, back in the day, in the ancient times, human beings had specific dharmic destined tendencies, innate desires, innate skills, God-given gifts that people would pay attention to and realize, oh damn, this guy might be a great athlete. Oh damn, this guy might be a great teacher. Oh man, this guy might be a great warrior. So they had specific castes, specific roles people were meant to play. Businessmen, warriors, authority figures, priests, and of course the common men, the laborers, the workers. For some people, becoming an entrepreneur, going into the unknown is not their dharma. They just want to go get a fucking job, drink some beer, watch some football, and they are fully aligned to their dharma. That's a beautiful life for them. And I, again, 100% encourage you to pursue that if that's the case. But what are you told in today's day and age? You have to know your taxes, you got to know this, you got to know that, you have to do all the things to make you into this one cog in the machine that they just click into their little programming, and then once you retire, boom, they get somebody else. Boom, they retire somebody else. Boom, they retire. And guess what? Your soul is reincarnated back over and over and over and over again. So they just keep bringing you back into this. Keep bringing you back into this. This is samsara on a deeper level, man. What I'm saying is not to sound like some fucking Andrew Tate, like dumbass red pill influencer. Like everybody's got to be entrepreneur, man. You got to get the Bugattis, you got to get the bitches, you got to get the biceps. That's not for everybody. but to tell everybody that they're meant to go on this script and this life path of school, job, house, wife, kids, retirement, and death is a surefire way for most individuals to remain completely lost and completely unfulfilled in life. Where some of them hit midlife crises, some of them become massively addicted to drugs, to alcohol, to sex, to pornography. You're not addicted to pornography, sex, drugs, alcohol because you like it so much. No, it's all an escape, bro. It's all an escape. No matter what you say, it's an escape from the reality that you're living. If you are basically getting high off your own supply by living in alignment to your Dharma, why the fuck do you need heroin? Why do you need fucking Xanax? Why do you need alcohol? Why do you need any of these things? You're not trying to escape anything. You're not trying to, oh man, hard day at work, drink some beer. Oh man, hard day at the fucking job, I'm gonna go get blasted on the weekends. You don't need that. Your path, your life as a whole is fulfilling. You see, when you live in alignment to your Dharma, you access something I like to call divine nectar. All that dopamine you chase is actually just you yearning for one drop of that divine nectar. Because when you get a little taste of divine nectar, you are living in a state of spiritual ecstasy. You don't have to take MDMA, Molly, or fucking ecstasy pill to get to those states. You can access it from within when you live in alignment to your Dharma. You're no longer chasing dopamine, your serotonin just fucking floods your system. Because you are doing exactly what you're designed to do. You put a bird in a cage, and a bird is designed to fly, that's its Dharma, that's its duty. Don't matter how much treats you give the bird, how much dopamine you give the bird, it's still gonna remain depressed. All it wants to do is fly. And when it flies, it's aligned to its Dharma, and when it's aligned to its Dharma, it accesses the divine nectar. It's ecstatic, because that's what it's naturally brought here to do. You were brought here for a specific reason, a specific purpose. That's your duty. That's your destiny. That's what you were designed by the motherfucking divine to do, bro. Society doesn't encourage that. They want you to follow their agenda. And they will tell you, program you, by programming everything else around you to make you do this. So you feel pressured. You feel like you're going against the grain. You feel like you're fucking psycho, crazy for not following that path. When I dropped out of college, man, bro, everybody thought I fucking lost my mind. And I probably did. But hey, losing my mind made me actually get aligned. So bar, write it down. Losing my mind led me to actually get into alignment to my Dharma. Because that mind that I lost was never my own mind. This mind that you have is not your own mind. All the ideas of what success is, all the ideas of what failure is, all the ideas of what your pursuits are, all the ideas of what your purpose is not even fucking yours. Most of your desires are not even yours. Somebody told you that this is good. Somebody told you that this is evil. Somebody told you this is what you pursue. Somebody told you this is not what you should pursue. Somebody told you what's success. Somebody told you what's failure. Did you choose that? No, but you have an internal blueprint, a cosmic blueprint, inscribed within your very soul that should be your guide, that should act as your compass, that should act as the source of all your decisions. You should be making all your decisions depending on your Dharma, not about what your family thinks about it, not about what your friends think about it, not about what your society thinks about it. Fuck all that. If you want fulfillment, you gotta say fuck all of that. Because the script doesn't bring you to fulfillment. It brings you into slavery. It brings you into a state where you are so disconnected from who you truly are. you don't even know who you truly are. You think that you are this brain, you think that you are this body. You think that you are this name, you think that you are this role. None of that shit is you. Because when you go on your deathbed, if you follow this script, what your soul does is take off these garments, put on the next pair. And that next pair is formulated by all the karmas that you accumulate in this lifetime. The type of person, the type of situation that you're in, the ethnicity, the race, the role, all that stuff is all formed in this lifetime if you do not access your dharma and achieve liberation. So right now, you are actually creating your next lifetime right here, right now, at this very moment. You're creating the arms, the legs, the head, the brain, the psyche, the role, the position that they're born, every decision that you make that is not in alignment to your dharma. Every one of those decisions accumulates more karma, and the more karma you accumulate, the deeper and more clear this picture of your next incarnation becomes. I don't think you want to make it another trip within the wheel of samsara. I don't think you want to suffer another incarnation of being completely disconnected from your dharma. I don't think that's the case. Because if that was the case, you would already clicked off this video. You're still watching. You're still fucking watching. So what's the solution to this? What's the solution to breaking free from the script? What's the solution to breaking free from the hive mind? What's the solution to live in alignment to your dharma? You first must overcome all the compulsions that make you a slave to your senses, that make you a slave to the system. You see, the system works off your nervous system. The system works off your system, your consciousness. The way that they keep you stuck in this state of following that script is by molding your consciousness in a way that is completely conforming to this made-up ideal of what society tells you is successful or not. Your consciousness is rooted in this state. They know that when you are born, you believe that all you are is just a brain and body. They don't tell you about the spiritual shit. Why? Because they want to keep you in the brain and body. Because if they keep you in the brain and body, your consciousness stuck, compelled to it, they can put all these trips, they can put all these traps, they can put all these treats that you run after. But it's like you're in a hamster wheel. This is the hamster wheel of hedonism. If they tell you that all you are is just a brain and body, then you root your consciousness into pursuing the things that only satisfy your brain and body. Survival, sex, and status. And guess what that script is all about? This is how you get survival. This is how you get sex. And this is how you get status. School, job, house, wife, kids, retirement, death. That's how you do it. Survival, sex, status. So in order for you to break free from that script, you must break free from the karmas that are keeping your consciousness stuck in those states where all that you think that you are is just a brain and body. You must override that programming. And this comes from the path of self-mastery. Not fucking self-improvement. We just dropped a video, not like last week, about how self-improvement is for those who are actually spiritually lost. It gets you from this script to another script. Goes from school, job, house, wife, kids, retirement, death, to fucking biceps, bitches, Bugattis, and retirement and death. You're still a slave to the system, and you're never following your dharma. So what's the point of jumping from one prison to another prison? From one cage to another cage. Oh, well, this cage is green, but that one's red. You're still in a fucking cage, dumbass. You see what I'm saying? You picking up what the fuck I'm putting down? The path to truly break out of the cage, and that cage is your consciousness, is to actually, one by one, take a knife and slice through the bars, slice through the barricades, slice through all the things and karmas that are keeping your consciousness stuck to those planes. The path of self-mastery is you unlearning all that bullshit that is making you pursue this path. It is unlearning all that bullshit to remember your true path, your dharma, Because again, like I said, your Dharma is not something that you have to find. It's not some purpose that, somebody will tell you on the internet. It is knowledge that is accessed from within. It is divine knowledge. It is gnosis. Just like how the sun is always out, your Dharma is always there. Your true self is always there. Your true purpose, your true mission, your true self is always residing within you. Some days right now, fucking blue skies is beautiful out here in Cali. A couple days ago, it was actually raining hard as fuck. When it was raining, I wasn't like, oh damn, man, I gotta find the sky. I mean the sun. I don't see it at all. That sounds stupid, right? You know the sun is there. You know the sun is shining the exact same way, in the exact same position. But you just can't see it because it's covered up by rain, covered up by clouds, covered up by snow. That's your true self. Covered up not by rain, not by snow, not by clouds. Those clouds that we're talking about right now that are covering up your Dharma is karmas. Is all the attachments and all those addictive behaviors that you form because you're trying to cope. The more that you are misaligned from your Dharma, the deeper these karmas become, the stronger that they become. The more dependent you become on coping mechanisms. The more of a slave you are to pornography, to sex, to alcohol, to drugs, to mindless entertainment. You need it to get some dopamine because your life is so void of true dharmic alignment. And that dopamine just gives you enough satisfaction of the brain and body, but never the soul. The soul does not, the diet that it needs is divine nectar. That's how you nourish it. And again, when you align yourself to your Dharma, that's where you access divine nectar. Your soul, that's the diet that it needs. It can be nourished by dopamine. Your brain and body can be stimulated by dopamine, but look, that's a bottomless pit. No amount of cars, money, clothes, hoes, no amount of school, job, wife, kids, house, retirement, and death can truly, truly, truly ever fulfill you. It is a bottomless pit. That's why you resort to other dopamine chasing activities to make you numb from the state that you are misaligned from your Dharma. This is what the script does to individuals. It siphons all their soul from them and makes them essentially just a meat suit that's molded into a mere cog in the machine. You're not actually pursuing what you want in life. You're not actually becoming your true self. You're not actually expressing your unique, innate, divine qualities. You're just fucking existing in a state of illusion, of delusion. Just waiting for the next dopamine hit like a fucking crackhead, like a fucking junkie. And this state, again, leads those karmas to getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And now, those clouds are really fucking dark, really fucking dense. But in order for you to get to that Dharma, you must dissolve those karmas. You must let go of all these attachments that you're using as coping mechanisms and have a face-to-face conversation with your depression, with your anxiety, with all the dread that you're trying to cover up with all these karmic pursuits if you truly want to discover your Dharma. This is why on the path of self-mastery, we must renounce things. We must renounce attachments. We must renounce everything. This is what we talk about over here on this channel, the second channel, aka the Philosopher Files, right here in the field, in the flesh, dropping out that game so you guys can make these gains. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? All the content that we talk about over here is about mastering the self so you can inevitably discover that Dharma. So you don't have to follow the script. So you don't have to follow a state where you become a slave to your senses and a slave to the system. This is what we talk about over on the main channel. Matter of fact, if you haven't checked out the main channel yet, you are missing out, my boy. You are fucking missing out. Because like I just said, man, this is the second channel. This ain't my main channel. Some of you guys don't even know that. Come on now, man. This is where we do all of our content. Raw, uncut, unedited, just straight up speaking off the dome. So if you're enjoying that, that's the type of content that we cook up over here on this channel. But if you want to see another side of the coin, where we are still talking about the same different types of topics, still uncovering the esoteric science of self-mastery, but on a different view, on a different angle, that's what the main channel is all about, my boy. The main channel is The Philosopher, not The Philosopher Files. Again, that's the second channel, but The Philosopher. And over there, we do all of our content in a nice, clean, cut, edited format where you're basically watching a goddamn movie. Over here, it's like we FaceTime, and it's like you on a podcast. A nice convo, mano-y-mano, man-to-man, about self-mastery. But over there, when you click a video, just know you're gonna get a cinematic experience over on the main channel. So if you have not tuned into it yet, man, check out the links posted in the description box down below. Click that link, you'll be forwarded to the main channel, The Philosopher. Subscribe, get up on some motherfucking games so you ain't out here looking like a lame, you dig what I'm saying? Because look, man, these are both sides to the same coin. Some of y'all like this channel more, some of y'all will like that main channel more. But you won't even know if you haven't tasted the other side. Some of y'all just like both of them, and now you get the best of both worlds. Well, you have to tap it with the main channel to get a first-hand glance of what the fuck I'm talking about. So again, description box down below, main channel, The Philosopher. Make sure you go run it up. But also underneath the link in the description box that will forward you to the main channel, The Philosopher, you can find a link to my Instagram. So look, man, if you ever want to talk about these different types of topics, you want to chop it up about these different types of concepts, whatever it is, my DMs are always open. Slide in, pause, and shoot your boy a message. Do not be shy. Do not hesitate. Your boy's there to answer, to conversate. You dig what I'm saying? But also, follow up over there. Get up on some more of the game, more of the sauce, more of the content that we cooking up over the Instagram, main channel, all that good stuff. Again, description box down below. But like I was saying, all the stuff that we talk about over here on the main channel, on the private Patreon community. Matter of fact, quick pause, because I got to give a shout out to the fucking private Patreon community. Look, bro, most people, like I said before, have already clicked off this video, and even more people have clicked off since then. But you still here. You still here because you resonate with the motherfucking message. You see what I'm saying. You understand the script. You see where the matrix, where society is pushing you towards. You're somebody who is serious about discovering your Dharma, and you're willing to walk up this mountain of self-mastery, dissolve your karmas to do so. You are what I like to call a spiritual savage, a true spiritual aspirant, a true devotee to this path of fully expressing your Dharma. If you're one of those individuals, if you made it this far into the video, I'm guessing that you are, I'm gonna need you to do me a quick favor right now. Go find the closest mirror to you. I don't care if it's in a bathroom, I don't care if it's in somebody else's fucking car window. Stare into that car window, look at him in the face, make him uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck, and neither should you. Go into the selfie camera of your phone, whatever it is, and take a good, hard look into that motherfucking mirror for me, my boy. Come on now, I'll wait. I can wait all day. Because I need you, yes you, to really analyze that man that's staring right into your eyes, that's staring right into your soul when you look into that mirror. Really let it marinate into your motherfucking mind. Let it sink into your psyche. Get a nice click-clack Kodak moment. Get a good mental picture to really just analyze it within your intellect. Because that man that's staring right into your eyes, that's staring right into your soul, when you look into that mirror, you're doing him, not me, a huge motherfucking disfavor by not joining up into the private Patreon community yet if you're someone who's truly serious about this path of discovering your Dharma through mastering the self. Because look, man, if you enjoy what we talk about over here, you enjoy what we're cooking up over on the main channel, I'm telling you, your mind is going to be fucking blown with the type of content that we are cooking up over on the private Patreon community. I'm talking about exclusive videos, uncovering the esoteric science of self-mastery to a level that you've never seen, that you ain't going to find on this channel, on the main channel, matter of fact, anywhere else on the internet. Because it's some real deal game, real deal sauce for your motherfucking brain to help you elevate on every single plane. You dig what I'm saying? I'm riding bars right here. I'm rapping bars out here. So look, man, not only do you get access to a treasure trove of all these exclusive videos by becoming a member of the private Patreon community, more advanced information about what it means to master the self and actual guidance along the path, but also you get access to all of our full guides, our in-depth occult lectures, our digital libraries, and most importantly, an invitation to the Philosopher's Circle. Yes, sir, you heard me right. The philosophers, not the philosopher. I'm talking about the Philosopher's Circle, aka our private inner circle community, where you'll be invited to our private group chat, which is where you'll be surrounded by a community of like-minded men who are also on this path of self-mastery, who are also walking up the same mountain, who are on that same journey side by side with you, who are going to hold you accountable to the path of pursuing your own dharma, who want to see you elevate, who want to inevitably see you liberate. So if you want to be surrounded with individuals like that, this is the place for you, my guy. But not only do you get access to the group chat, but this is also where we host our bi-weekly Mastermind live calls. Yes, sir, you heard me right. Bi-weekly Mastermind live calls where you hop on a live call with me, as well as that community of like-minded men who are also on this path of self-mastery, where we can conversate about these things, hold each other accountable, make actionable plans and steps towards you breaking free from this fucking hive mind. Because look, man, does that sound good enough? School, job, house, wife, kids, retirement and death, survival, sex, status. If that sounds good enough, you probably would have already clicked off. But for you, you still here. That ain't good enough. You know deep down you were brought here for something deeper than that. That is your dharma. And this is what we are all pursuing within the Philosopher's Circle. So look, man, you've probably all heard the saying that you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around most with. So if you hang around with 5 people who are slaves to the script, you're going to be the 6th slave to that script. But if you surround yourself with individuals that are walking that razor's edge, who are going against the grain of society, who don't care if they're not following the successful or failure route of whatever their family and friends tell them, but they're pursuing what they innately were designed to do, you're going to become one of those individuals as well. But look, man, I'm telling you right now, if you're one of those individuals, the Philosopher's Circle is the place for you. I can 100% guarantee that. However, if you need any more information about the Philosopher's Circle and the private Patreon community as a whole, check out the link posted in the pinned comment of this video, not the description box. Again, description box is where you'll find a link to my main channel, The Philosopher, as well as my Instagram. But I'm talking about the pinned comment. Just scroll in the comment section down below. You'll see it right there, the first comment pinned up. Click that link and you'll be forwarded to our page. From there, you can join up as a member of the Philosopher's Circle, but also check out the other services that I provide, such as application forms for my personalized coaching program. Look, man, if you're someone who's truly serious about this path and you're ready to take your life to the next level, this is what this coaching program is all about, because you'll be working with me directly, one-on-one, mano y mano, through the journey of how to master yourself by curating a personalized approach to this esoteric science of self-mastery in order to dissolve, disintegrate, detach from all those degenerate habits that are causing these karmas to pile up and cloud up your vision of what's your dharma. If you're ready to take back the power, reclaim back your power to realize your true potential, and most importantly, realize your true purpose, what's going to bring you the most fulfillment in life, I'm telling you, man, this is the coaching program for you. So if you're interested in taking your life to the next level and actually living towards alignment to your destiny, to your dharma, and what the divine has designed you to do, shoot your boy an application and we'll see if your entry meets the qualifications and criteria for the coaching program itself. But look, man, if you just want to book a one-time call with your boy, discuss anything that you're dealing with to help you get back on the right track, that's what we got our consultation calls to for as well. You can book that, again, in the link posted in the pinned comment video. Just click that, you'll be forwarded to our page, and from there you can pick and choose whether that's joining up into the Philosopher's Circle, applying to the coaching program, or booking a one-on-one consultation call. From there you can pick and choose which one of these services best suits you. But like I was saying, all the stuff that we talk about here on this channel, the second channel, over on the main channel, The Philosopher Files. Again, description box down below. Make sure you go run it up. All the stuff that we talk about, especially on the private Patreon community, and especially within my personalized coaching program, from topics like semen retention, celibacy, meditation, fasting, all that good stuff, are tools designed to help you overcome those karmas, overcome your compulsions, and overcome those ties that make you a slave to following this script. Your soul does not want to follow this script. Your soul is in a passenger seat within your life right now. Guess who's driving it? Guess who's driving your car? AKA your brain and body. The brain is the steering wheel. The body's your car. Your soul is supposed to be the one driving it. Your consciousness is supposed to be one whipping the car. But guess who's driving it? Oh, it's the programming of society. So your soul never wanted to do the school, job, house, wife, kids, retirement, and death script. Your soul never wanted to, but it's stuck in a passenger seat. Better yet, it's got his mouth duct taped, his hands handcuffed, and it's thrown in the trunk. You are being pulled in a destination and direction that you never chose. You never consciously chose this. And that's why you're unfulfilled. Because somebody else is driving your own car. The path to self-mastery is to kick that programming out of your own vehicle through unlearning all of its tricks. Right now, it's got a death grip on your brain. Self-mastery is taking each finger off of it. It's fucking dislocating every one of those fingers of the programming. So now it lets go. And when it lets go, you can finally kick it the fuck off your own car. And now you can take back control, consciously speaking, over your own brain and body. You see, your brain and body were designed as tools to help uplift the soul, to help transcend all of the BS, and most importantly, to express your Dharma. In order for you to express your Dharma into the material world, you need the brain and body. But that only happens when your soul is the one in the driver's seat. And it puts its destination to your Dharma. Think about it like that. You're driving in a car, you put the GPS system towards your Dharma, now you're the one driving. You have that inner knowledge, like the GPS, that is telling you to take a right here, take a left here. But you're driving, again, the brain, the body, through the consciousness, through the soul, because you have connection to your Dharma, and you end up in the destination that you've always wanted to go, that you were designed to go. That brings you the most fulfillment. You wanted to go to fucking Texas and you're in fucking Utah because the programming brought you to Utah. And you are in the fucking trunk, duct tape, handcuffed, and then you wake up, oh, I'm in Utah. What the fuck, bro? I never want to even go here. People wake up at 45 years old, 30 years old. What the fuck? This is not what I ever even wanted. I'm just following what everybody else told me. I'm following the programming. I'm following the fucking script. Now, when you kick that programming out and you have the ability to drive your own car, your own brain, your own body, your brain and body no longer become enemies to the soul. They become allies to express your Dharma. There's a great quote from Osho that I always bring up. He states that the mind can either be a beautiful servant or a horrible master. I like to take it up another notch. The brain and body can either be beautiful servants that helps uplift the purpose of the soul, or they can be horrible masters that suffocate your spirit. When you are a slave to your brain and body and you have no control over it through your consciousness, you're just stuck, subject to all these karmas, to all these compulsions, to sex, drugs, alcohol, this and that, to inevitably, again, cover up the fact that you are not living in alignment to your Dharma. And at that point, your brain and body is working against you. It is a prison at that point. It is not the car that you're supposed to drive. It becomes your cage. Self-mastery is all about creating the ability to overcome the enslavement of the brain and body through renouncing attachment to all of its compulsions. And through that process, instead of pursuing survival, sex, and status, your consciousness starts to transcend and ascend. And as it continues to ascend, it gets closer and closer to its Dharma. That's what I'm here for. That's who I am. That's my duty. That's my destiny. When you know it, you'll know it. But it ain't enough to just know your Dharma. Then it's the next process of this whole, next phase of this whole process, which is expressing it, which requires the brain and body to be reintegrated. You must use the brain and body right now to transcend the brain and body, but once you found that Dharma, you must reintegrate all the aspects of yourself to fully pursue it. That's the spiritual path. That's self-mastery, which leads to self-realization, and self-realization at the top of that mountain inevitably leads to the descent towards self-actualization. This is what we talk about over here, man. This ain't self-improvement, my boy. Self-improvement puts you from one script to another. I'm not here to tell you what your Dharma is, because I don't know your Dharma. I will never know your Dharma. Nobody will know it. But what I do know for damn sure is how to dissolve your karmas, and that's all you need to do. The Dharma is there. The sun is there. You don't got to go searching for the sun. Just remove the fucking clouds. Remove the compulsions. Remove the attachments. Remove the motherfucking karmas, and you will inevitably discover that Dharma. But look, man, what I'm saying is not something that I just created. If you resonate with this message, focus on the message, not the messenger. Because what I'm saying has already been said and done. I'm not out here recreating the wheel. My Dharma and my destiny for the time being is to revive this ancient knowledge, this ancient wisdom that has been provided to us by the Ascended Masters all throughout time, that have broken down the blueprint on how mankind can re-access the divine, to live in alignment to his Dharma, to be fulfilled, to be liberated. All of this stuff has already been broken down. I'm just out here breaking it more down like a brick for y'all, so that the modern day man can actually apply it into his life. I'm just trying to make it more practical. The ancient Dharma, the wisdom of Dharma, I'm just reviving it. So focus on the message, forget about the messenger. You resonate with this if you made it this far into the video. And that is a clear indication that you are ready to get yourself out of this conveyor belt, to get yourself out of the script. You see past the illusion of it. But it ain't enough to just know this shit, because that's just knowledge up in the brain. I need you to turn that knowledge up in the brain into gnosis, which resides in the heart. And that is only done through first-hand experience. Knowledge to gnosis, from the head to the heart, that transition is done through first-hand experience. You got to walk up this mountain of self-mastery yourself. You got to pivot from the script yourself. You can listen to me talk all of this stuff, but it ain't enough. It ain't enough. And for the people that watch this channel, I always say it, man. The people who are always tuning into the Philosopher Files, the second channel right here, in the field, in the flesh, dropping y'all that game so you guys can make these gains. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? Just straight up speaking off the dome, no cuts and no edits. You guys are in the 1 percentile of the population that's not suffering from brain rot. Most people can't watch a video for this long, and most people can't understand these deeper level concepts. I don't know how, I don't know why, but you resonate with the motherfucking message, not the messenger. Maybe the way I break it down as a medium, as a conduit for this message to get to you is the only way that will make it click. But at the end of the day, you resonate with the message, or you would already clicked off. You have to realize, I don't know how, that maybe some of the past life karmas that you dissolve put you in a better position right now to attain liberation, but you have to realize that this ain't normal. You're not up there in a good way. In a good way. You're not as much as a slave as most people. You're advanced on the path. But it does not mean shit if you just listen to me talk, watch the next video, and just keep on binging knowledge. You need to apply this knowledge, apply this wisdom, and turn that knowledge into gnosis, because it's cool if you can understand what I'm saying, but I need you to fucking understand what I'm saying. I need you to go from knowledge to gnosis. Knowledge to gnosis. Because this incarnation might be your one-way ticket to spiritual liberation. If you don't want to live that script, if that doesn't sound good enough for you, cool. But it ain't enough to just say, yeah, that's not enough. Have the knowledge, it's not enough. What are you going to do then? Well, I already told you what it is. Dissolve the karmas. You will discover your dharma. You will discover your destiny. It's not easy. This is the razor's edge. This is the right-hand path. But in order for you to live a life that is fulfilling, that you were designed to do, this is what's going to be required out of you. To master the self, to overcome your compulsions, and to break free from the motherfucking hive mind, to take back control over your own car. Your consciousness must be back in the driver's seats of the brain and body, rather than you remaining as a slave to it, with all these coping mechanisms and karmas to just cover up the fact that you're living in misalignment to your dharma. So I don't want you to watch the next video, read all these ancient texts, and just never apply it, because just like the self-improvement people out there who watch video after video, read book after book when it comes to self-help, never apply the wisdom, never apply the knowledge that they gain, they're called mental masturbators. Well, I'm calling you, yes you motherfucker, if you're not applying this knowledge, a spiritual masturbator. What's the difference? What's the fucking difference? You must be willing to walk up this mountain firsthand yourself. It is not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that goes all smooth. You will be going against the grain. You will be going against what society views as successful. But you must unlearn all that bullcrap to remember what you were brought here for. If you want fulfillment, this is what it takes. If the school, job, wife, kids, retirement, death, that sounds good for you, I don't know why the fuck you watched this video for this long. I know I'm entertaining. I know it looked good, but you didn't waste your time that much. Watch me yap out here for an hour if that didn't resonate with you. If that's not enough for you, this is the only other option. There is no other escape. You either, again, die pursuing your own dharma, accomplish your dharma, or live in a state where you abandon it. And it is better for you to die pursuing that dharma than it is for you to live abandoning it. And that quote that I just remembered again from the Bhagavad Gita states that it is better for you to fail pursuing your own dharma than it is to follow somebody else's perfectly. You're following society's perfectly, and it is better for you to pursue yours imperfectly and fail than it is to follow the script. Because even if you fail, you'll be fulfilled failing. But you do this perfectly, you still don't have fulfillment. You still are dependent on dopamine. The choice is yours. Be a slave to the script, or nut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, walk up the mountain of self-mastery, and attain sovereignty. Pretty simple, huh? Pretty simple. And for those who are walking this path, like we said, man, all this stuff that we talk about here is about addressing these things. The main channel. Of course, the private Patreon community. Look, man, if you're really trying to advance your knowledge about this, be around a community that's going to hold you accountable, and hop into these live calls and just get more information and just have support behind you, more guidance. That's what it's all about. If you're, again, someone that's looking to work with me directly along this path so you can break out of the script, that's what we got the coaching program for too as well, consultation calls. There's no excuse for you to have all this knowledge, make it this far into the video, and remain in that script. You have just basically said it's not enough, but you're abandoning your dharma because it's comfortable to follow the script, because everybody else is doing it, because you're not going into the unknown. You know the script. It's laid out right in front of you. It's more safe. But did you come here to play the game of life safe, or to play it in a way to win? Do you want to win, or do you just want to play it safe? Simple as that. But let's end it off right there. It's been your boy out here in the field, in the flesh, dropping out that game so you guys can make these gains. I'm out here. Peace.